Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your dude, the Shredder here. I'm back. You're not gonna get the normal intro like always. I'm back. It's been a while. I been in the lab testing a deck. If you're clicking on this, thank you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to like and comment. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Please hit that ding bell for more future content and things like that. But today we're going to be looking at a deck I've been testing out for a while. I've just been testing out, theorizing it. So this is not like a hard set in stone. I would just like test it, take it, see how it is. It's Shaddoll's with a lot of stuff in it. Like a lot of stuff. There's no invoked. I'm not going that route. But it's kind of a cool list. I saw like Avery and Foster tried to do this, so I basically tried to take another list and just make it my own, and I saw something, so I thought these engines and cards are really cool, or really cool to work together. So yeah, let's get into it. Alright, what's going on, guys? It's your dude, the Shredder. So like I was talking about, we're going over the Bystial Shaddoll Dogmatika, featuring the Blazing Cartagia. So let's just go over the main deck here first. Let's put this over here. It's 50 cards. You want to play 3 Blazing, and you want to play 3 in High Spirit. So basically how the deck works is you want to have lights and darks in your hand, and you want a way to make Blazing, because Blazing now allows this deck to, or the idea is, instead of making Schism pass, it allows you to have other plays and dump other fusions, to allow you to either draw cards, and to basically have any other form of interaction except like the normal Shaddoll play, which you could do is like basically gravity controller Schism with some like with the banish one pass. That doesn't really do anything here, where and that doesn't really do anything sometimes, where this now allows you to go even farther. Like, it's kind of like when you had invoked Dogmatika and things like that, and then Brandon and High Spirits is a way to search it, and you get to proc, if you open a Shaddoll, the Shaddoll effect, and the monster you send off of it, which is normally, you want to send a level 8 of the same type. So I'm wrong. So if you open a Shaddoll, you're going to send the new fusion off of it, and that's how it works. So that's how you get to that play. So I was thinking of Abkalone, and that's completely illegal. You want to do that, and you want to do, to search this, you want to do a Shaddoll, and then the fusion, which is why you play 2. Spoiler alert on that one. Sorry, it took too long to explain. The next ones are just the Shadolls. Double Windy, double Squamata, 1 Dragon, 1 Beast, 1 Aerial, 1 Hedgehog. It's pretty standard. Foolish. You want to wait to Squamata foolishing this. This is the grave, it sets one of these. You can either go, if you're going first, you either want to wait to add this, or that you either want to draw a card, so you can do a double draw play. And then, yeah, and then just to get names engraved, just for a way for Schism access. Obviously Dragonhawks and Hedgehog adds. I was somewhat thinking about bumping this up to even more cards, but we're not going to do that. And then obviously 3 Fusion, and then 3 L Shaddoll. You just want to make sure you can play around certain stuff on your opponent's turn, maybe in their standby phase, because you don't actually want to do most of your plays in the main phase. You just want to do it, and then this going second is just a bomb, and then it works really well because you have lights, and then obviously the one schism, and then as well to help with boards and help put up window. 2 Abelions, 2 Magna Huts, and then 1 of the other Bystials. I get that Bystials aren't good in it, but it's probably good to help with the grind game, because that's kind of how you want to do. You want to have another engine, you want to help grind, you want to help banish cards and do this, and then this is good, especially when you have regain and beast to pop, this to draw, and putting cards back and doing more. Abelion access all the time is good. These are this foolish is when it leaves. I think this pops special summons when it leaves, and then this pops special summons as an effect, I believe. So yeah, these are just really good at like establishing a board's, like if the board's established, you want to just use these to help break, because they're just really big and they're just big bodies, and they just help with breaking boards and things like that. The Dogmatika engine is pretty self-explanatory. 3 Nadir Servant, 1 Maximus, and then one of each one. You could bump this up because you just want to see it if you want to max it out. This is good. I feel like as the format gets more established, or at any case, this could be better if Branded was around. Like, that's where this would be good, if Branded wasn't a deck, right? Because like last format you had tier, but I feel like they were gonna do like the stuff they did anyway, so you could just do it anyway. But that matchup's hard. If you're playing against like Branded or tier, these are like, this doesn't get to be as powerful as it could be, because then you're just opening this, which is just like a 25 body summon effect Veiler, and it doesn't really, it's not a lot, but it can do something, and it's also good because they're lights targets when you're jumping, so that's what that's for as well. And then I think the rest are just like extenders, just in case you get interrupted on your Cartesian. You have a Cartesian in hand, and you have a way the Fryfor package helps you basically be able to go into your combo, because I'm assuming everyone's going to play Veiler, or Imperm and Ash and things like that. 3 triple tactics. This could be thrust if you have those. Good for you. I just play them because I was testing this out before this, and it was working out alright. And then 3 Imperms just as your standard, foolish to help as an extender, to help you dig for more Shaddolls in case you get interrupted. Now onto the extra deck. 1 Gravity Controller to link off your monsters into to make any of them to help, and then 1 Lingaribo if in case you get ibbed. 2 of this to foolish, like if you go this, like the goal is if you have high spirits and a Shaddoll, you're gonna send this card, and then yeah, it doesn't do anything, but it actually works well. You could play a third, but this works really well with, like, you send this and you can dump that off of high spirits as well. This is kind of one of the routes. It's a light as well. It helps you make construct. Speaking of which, construct, Ab Cologne. When you hard make this, you want to send this. And then Windows, self-explanatory. This is like, these cards are like if you're not, like, you could play 2 of each, you could get away with even playing, like, you know, even more of those. Garua is really good card. Natis is a really good card. Dragon's a really good card. And then these, also really good to fuse off, to banish from your grave or on the field. They're pretty good. Excuse me. So, yeah, this is how it goes. Like, this to draw, this to pop. These are good because they like, you send this also off the fusion for Shaddoll plays, and then you can, and not Shaddoll plays, Dogmatika plays on your end phase, and then these are good to go into to help as interactions and interruptions on your opponent's turn. So let's say you open like Cartagia in this effect. You open Cartagia and you open, let's say, Squamata. You're gonna, obviously, you're going to, let's say, you're gonna normal summon. You're gonna normal summon this, and then if you have Squamata in hand, you're gonna send the Squamata. Or you're not gonna send it. You're gonna fuse these 2 off, and then you're going to summon this, probably in the main monster zone, probably in defense as well, just in case. So, Chain Link 1, Chain Link 2, to chain block, you're going to Foolish this, and then you're going to send, let me see something here. You're going to send Abcalone, Chain Link 1, Chain Link 2. You want a Foolish. So let's say we Foolish out. Oh my god, I'm stupid. So you want to Foolish, maybe you want to foolishly set something here, and let's say we do Beast, and then let's say you want to add this. You would set this. This would be an added card in hand to have. And then on end phase, whatever you would discard off of this will come back. So you would have that back. And then you would have those interactions right there. That's pretty much how it goes from there. So this will be in hand. This will be on field. 1 interaction, 2 interaction. It's kind of how it goes. Off of 1 card, 1 to 2 interactions is what you want. But if your hand is like, I don't know, let's say like, and actually you could link this off still, actually, and then you can make gravity controller here. Now you have, they have to deal with this, they have to deal with all of this, and then you could banish this, and then you could summon, so you have 2 summons on their turn. It's kind of like the old, like, it's basically like Invoke Shaddoll before, but the difference is like, the the purpose of like Dogmatika and an Invoked or any of these Shaddoll variants is the purpose are like you're supposed to be able to like put the game to a very slow pace and make sure your opponent doesn't have a lot of resources, right? So like that was the purpose of dropping Winda. So you would drop Winda in that regard, and most people could play around not playing Winda. They would just use what their hand offered them, and that's kind of how that works too. And then using Gravity Controller, and you could say Beast or Aerial or anything like that would work. Is probably it, you know, depending on like if your hand. But that's if you just open that. Like let's say you open that and then like this, and then the play would be the same end would be this, but instead it would be pitch this, add, let's say this one, you could summon this, pitch this, summon that out. Or in this case, you would do not even that. You wouldn't add that if you're trying to do it on your turn. You would do this one pitch something, and then you would go summon a lighter dark. Let's just go with this one. Summon this. Get that there. Set this, and then you would have, so you would have this, and that's kind of like the way it goes. And then obviously if you open the deer, it's if you open this, if you open like this plus like let's say this and this, and they have no interactions. But you see how many cards this is? This is a 4-card combo right here, right? Like, your hand's doing something. That's 4 cards you would have to open. Like, how possible is that, right? Where, like, this right here is probably like your average. This is probably what you're going to end with half the time. Right? Like, that's just how it goes, right? And, but this always comes back on in phase, so you always have that. This is really good because you can do this. This is pretty good. That's generically how it goes. Yeah, I wouldn't do. Sorry, I'm like facing the other way. That's how it would go. So yeah. So this card's really good. These 2 cards in tandem like plus you really well, and then being able to, sometimes you may want to make Garua, that's another card, or send Garua, or send any card that you need. But yeah, or even if you have I think this has to be a lighter dark. No, you can fuse with this, and then you could just make you could make like if you open like, let's say, because I'm kind of rambling here, let's say you open just this, right, and then you go normal summon, effect, send this, making, you now have to make construct. You need to make construct. Construct gets you into, so this gets you 1, 2, you get a set, a foolish. So let's say we want to set here, we're going to send this just as a play, and then we're going to set Aerial. I don't know why that looks like that. So it's like that, and then this and this, and then you would link this off again for Gravity Controller to add this back. Like, that's just the way the plays work, right? Like, if you open this, and then this comes back every in phase every time it's fused. So that's the way it works, just simple lines and plays. And if you have any suggestions or any ideas, please just let me know. Hope you all enjoy. The Shredder out.